Well, I think, everybody gets to decide on that. In my case, my kids got a great upbringing and education, but, less than 1% of the total wealth, because I decided it wouldn't be a favor to them. It's not a dynasty. I'm not asking them to run Microsoft. I want to give them a chance to have their own earnings and success, be significant and not overshadowed by the incredible luck and good fortune I had. And different families see that differently. I think the people who've made fortunes from technology are less dynastic, and so they'll even take their capital and give a lot of that away. You can have a view of giving away your capital or just giving away your earnings. And of course, I love all philanthropy, but the tech sector is probably the most aggressive about giving most of it away.
In other sectors, you have not seen that in any other kind of industry where people try to give
not to the same degree. It tends to be giving more, giving some portion of the profit as opposed to the actual base capital.
In India, a lot of kids also fight with their parents on inheritance. Have your kids ever spoken to you and be like, hey, why are you not giving us everything or anything? Has it ever happened?
You don't want your kids to ever be confused about your support for them and your love for them. And so I do think explaining early on your philosophy, that you're going to treat them all equally, and that you're going to give them incredible opportunities, but that, the highest calling for these resources is to go back to the neediest through the foundation. And, they've seen the success of the foundation. I hope they're very proud of the foundation. And so, I've seen cases where kids actually tell their parents to be more philanthropic. I think the younger generation sometimes actually is pushing against this idea of the wealth just being passed down mostly. So it's every family's a bit different.
I have last question on India, and then we'll get to the foundation work and try to understand you as well.